save them from dog food early. The buggies, the two-seated buggy, what they would use mostly in the wintertime, the young boys will get a horse and buggy in the harness at the age of 16 because they're allowed to join the youth group at the age of 16. The girls don't get their own horse and buggy. These are beef cows over here to the right. It's just too expensive for everybody to have a horse and buggy. The buggies, even though there's Amish families that make a business of selling the buggies, and then other families will buy from them, they start around $10,000 for just a two-seated buggy. It's what they call the family buggy. Even though it's a family buggy, the young boys will still get a buggy like that because eventually they'll be getting married and have a family. Now, this time of the year, you'll see a lot of open buggies. They're allowed to ride in an open buggy or a closed buggy, married or single. There's no rule either way. I know a lot of people like to write books and all the TV programs like to tell you how the Amish live. I would say a good 99.9% of that is not true. I was born and raised a little Amish girl. I like to read the books just out of curiosity to see how much truth they put in there, and there's not much truth. Our parents do not allow us to go out and decide if we're going to be Amish or not. I did not leave the Amish until I was 30 years old. Our parents do not want us to leave the Amish, so they do not give us a time to decide. They hang on to us very tightly as teenagers. Like I say, at 16, you're allowed to join a youth group. That is what we call Rumspringa. You go away on a Sunday afternoon. A lot of the parents do not want them to go away on a Saturday. Once in a while, you can go away on a Saturday night for a couple hours, but they want you to go to church services in the morning, and then they'll have hymn sings in the evening. They serve a lunch after the church service. Once a year, it's your turn. Whenever church services come to your house, which is about once a year, it's your turn to serve the lunch. Throughout the whole rest of the year, you get to eat off of somebody else. That's a pretty good deal. And even in the afternoon, they'll sit around and visit for a little while. Sunday is their leisure day. Very little is done on a Sunday. In fact, they spend most of the day Saturday preparing for Sunday, so they can take Sunday off. Now, if they live on a farm, they have cows to milk. They, of course, do have to milk their cows every 12 hours, so you have to do it twice on a Sunday also. The cows don't realize it's Sunday, and they'd be hurt until Monday, huh? And then on a Sunday evening, after the supper, they'll sing hymns for a couple hours, and then the boys can take their girlfriends home. The dating is mostly at her house. There's a nice automatic dryer. They like to hang them up high. That way there's always an air going, or most always an air going. That's why they like to hang them up high. Here's a very good example of how they add on to their houses here to the right. The whole house used to be the white part there. The younger generation wanted to remodel theirs, but Grandpa said mine doesn't need remodeling. So now you can see where Grandma and Grandpa starts. And this is Grandma's garden. The ladies do most of the gardening. They always put rye in the gardens, as well as in the fields after the crops are harvested. Now the alfalfa, like here to the right, they can keep alfalfa fields for 5 or 6 years.